We'll start with the and we'll put our feet in the foot soak bucket. Whoever is doing foot soak with us. And we'll start with balancing our right channel. We'll put our left hand towards the sky and right hand on our lap. And with full sincerity, with full honesty, we will ask our energy Kundalini to balance our right channel. Mother, please remove all the extensive thinking, all the unnecessary worries, and all the disbalances of our right channel. We'll focus our attention on top of our head, and in this state we're gonna remain in meditation for a few moments. Try to focus on the silence that you have inside, even if it's like a small amount of time. Just enjoy the silence inside. If any thoughts are troubling you, just don't react on them, don't interact with them, but instead you just witness them come and go without affecting you. Okay, good. We can now put our left hand back on our lap, and now we'll move to our left channel. For that, we'll put our right hand towards the ground or towards the earth. If you're sitting on the chair, just point the right hand towards the floor, and left hand stays on our lap. And again, with full sincerity, we request our energy. Please, Mother, balance our left channel. Remove all the heaviness from the past, all the negative thinking, all the conditionings, and anything that drags us to the past. Again, a few moments of silent meditation in this state, maintaining our attention on top of our head. Great, now we'll focus on the central channel. We'll take our right hand and we'll lift it up slowly from the sitting point along the spine and up to the top of our head, very slowly, following with our attention. We'll do it 3 times total. And on the 3rd time, we'll put our hand on the top of our head, apply a little bit of pressure, and we'll do a clockwise massage just a few times. Now we'll put our hands back on our lap. And we'll do a little bit of clearing on the subject of today's topic. So today's topic is illusions, which basically brings us to the area which is called the void, or the ocean of illusion. This is the area around the center of the stomach. It's like a big circle around the stomach, around the center of the stomach. And what we'll do, we'll use our right hand again to do a circular motion around the stomach. So if you imagine yourself like a clock, it will be from the right to the left. And of course we apply our attention on this area. And if you feel the hand is becoming a little bit heavy, you just drop it to the foot circle or to the ground. And again we'll ask our Kundalini, Mother, please purify the void, purify our void, remove all the illusions, all the falseness, all the falsehood, and anything that keeps us away from the reality. Okay, that's great. Now let's put our hands back on our lap and we'll enjoy a few minutes of meditation, effortlessly keeping our attention on top of our head and enjoying the silence inside as much as possible. Rahul, if you can put some music, that would be great. Thank you so much.
Can you put some music on for me? It's this relaxation music.
let's remain in meditation, just in silent meditation for a few more moments.
Hello. Are you there? Hello.
Yes, Sonali.
Do you know this meditation? It really helps me forget about what's going on in the world. It's helpful.
Sonali, we'll get back to that in a few minutes. Okay, let's just finish the meditation. Thank you.
So I was worried about the economy. Like, will my job even exist in 10 years?
We can now discard our food soak, rinse our feet, and discard the water from the food soak. We'll take one or 2 minutes to do that, and we'll come back here. Okay. Okay, so hopefully everybody is back from back to us. We'll have a small block of information on our today's topic, and afterwards we'll have a traditional sharing session in which you can ask any questions and we can share our experiences. Today's topic would be an topic of illusion, and of course it's a very complex topic to cover in one session, but we'll do our best to give you some basic, at least, information. So as I told today briefly before, in our subtle body we have an area called the void, or the Bhavasagara, which from Sanskrit translates as ocean of illusions. And this is very interesting area and quite sophisticated, I would say. The area is located around the center of the stomach, as we have done today, the clearing. And basically what it represents, it contains all of our knowledge, as well as all the falseness that we collect through our life. And it contains the teaching of 3 great masters, basically the incarnations that were brought on earth to teach the humanity some specific basic, I would say, laws of good and righteous life. This process took not a year, not 2 years. It was developing through centuries. So it was like an evolutionary process. That's a little bit of different topic, which we'll cover probably in next session. Coming to the topic of illusion, this area basically contains the ocean of illusion, as you can tell from the name. And what it gives to our ascent, we are supposed to cross this ocean of illusion, meaning we are supposed to know the reality of things. And actually, when Kundalini rises, it passes through the void, or the ocean of illusion, and gives us this feeling and understanding of reality. Of course, it happens gradually and not in one go. But another point I would mention, in this area and across the subtle system, we have 3 so-called knots of illusions. First is called Brahma Granthi, second is called Vishnu Granthi, and the third is called Rudra Granthi. We're not going to focus today on the name and what it means. It's quite an extensive topic. But simply said, the first knot is created by our attention becoming entangled with material thing, with matter and materialism. It starts from our first chakra, which is Muladhara, and moves up to the left channel and basically ends up in the institution which we call superego on our left channel. If we engage too much with this knot, or let's say if we stay focused on material things too much, we kind of lose connection with the spirit. And to overcome this first knot of illusion, our attention should be focused on the spiritual things, on our spirit, and not on worldly matters or materialism. So this is the first knot that gives us illusion that, matter is something that is valuable to us. Second knot is the one by which we think that we can do things, not that there is some higher power that actually provides us with things like nature and many more. But if we get entangled in this second knot, or Vishnu Granthi, we think that we can do something, on ourselves and achieve something in this world without any higher power. And the thing is, the more we think and strive to live in this kind of mentality, or we can say ambition, the more action we move to the right side or to the right channel, and that creates ego and actually makes ego much more this knot is very special, I would say, because it's considered, and we learned that from Shri Mataji, that this knot cannot be broken by us, cannot be passed by us ourselves without divine intervention, without divine help, basically without awakening of Kundalini. So in this, when we focus on this knot, we really must develop the full surrender to the divine power, or the higher power, you can call it whatever you like. So this knot can be passed just by surrendering and understanding that there is God and there is a higher power which creates all around us. So moving to the third knot. The third knot, it occurs mostly on the central channel, and the subject of this knot is artificiality in seeking, basically not being honest with your seeking. It can mean, practically it can mean different things. It can be extensive seeking without applying, wisdom, or without feeling whether it's necessary or whether this teaching or that teaching is appropriate. So in order to pass this knot, we have to be really truthful and honest in our seeking. We have to understand that we are seeking the spirit, the spiritual satisfaction, and by bringing our attention to the spirit again, we can overcome this knot. I hope it's not too confusing. It's a very complicated topic, but we'll listen to a short talk of Shri Mataji where she gives us more information on the knots and on the illusion itself. And afterwards, I would like us to have a discussion and to hear what you think is illusion and how you approach illusions. And I'm sure every one of us has faced illusions in our life. So let's enjoy the talk and we'll continue afterwards.
Enveloped by our attention into the matter, that power within us, which we have feel and which pulsates in everything. It happens with Sahaja Yoga, no doubt, that the Kundalini rises. But that is not the end of it, because human being is the instrument in which this light is manifested. But once it is manifested, it is not necessary that it will be all the time perfect properly. There is a possibility, mostly it is a possibility, that the light can go out. If the wind outside is against, then it can go out. It can also subside a little bit, it may come out a little bit, a little bit. Because
when you share it, you have to
human beings, as they are, they have got into three complications. As soon as they become human beings, these three complications start. And because of these three complications, one has to know that if you have to get out of that, you have to break certain knots, that are called as granthis in the Sanskrit language, which are giving you this falsehood, the mithya. Falsehood that we think that, you see, in this world, after all, everything is science and everything is what we see and nothing beyond, and all those sorts of things are really false, because unless and until you rise into reality, you believe in them. After all, what is God and what is all this talk of religion, what is the talk of Christ and what is the talk of all these things. So all these problems become sort of identified with you, absolutely. You believe in the falsehood all the time. You are more concerned about the falsehood than about the truth. Even if you are concerned about the truth when you are born with a seeker's mind, then you try to see, then you try to think of something that is beyond, you try to understand that there must be something beyond and something must happen. But still, you see, you are bound by these three complications in life, by these three complications, we accept the world as it is, because we do not know the reality. The problem is we do not know the reality.
Rahul,
Till we
I
come
think there is no
inside.
sound. Yeah, you have to like stop sharing and share again and put the checkbox share the sound.
I'm sharing. Sound is shared sound. You are not able to hear, or can anybody else confirm?
There is no sound now.
Rahul, in my case, the sound was quite clear. This is Gauri.
Okay.
Before, the sound was okay, but there was lots of background noise, so I couldn't hear properly. That's Virginia.
Okay. In beginning of the talk, there is a disturbance in the background.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So for 2 minutes, you need to.
Let me do that, okay? Can I share? Can I share the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think I don't have an option to share. You disabled me.
Okay. I'm sharing.
Of Brahma is there. It is a principle of that pulsating God, that power within us, which we have to feel, and which pulsates in everything.
No, still no sound.
It happens with
Still
surgery.
lots of background noise. There's still lots of background noise.
Yeah, it is in the talk. In the recording itself, there is a background noise for 2 minutes.
Well, it carried on after 2 minutes before. It was always there.
Hi, this is Mati. I think some of the recordings are not optimal, and we have to just do our best.
Rahul, can you give me a host name, host role? I'll help you.
Raman, the host role you will get in the main room actually.
Yeah, we're sorry.
A possibility, mostly it is a possibility that the light can go out. If the wind outside is against, then it can go out. It can also subside a little bit, it may come up, it may flicker, it may dwindle a little bit. Because human beings as they have got into three complications. As soon as they become human beings, these three complications start. And because of these three complications, one has to know that if you have to get out of that, you have to break certain knots that are called as granthis in the Sanskrit language, which are giving you this falsehood, the mithya. Falsehood that we think that, you see, in this world, after all, everything is science and everything is what we see and nothing beyond, and all those sorts of things are really false, because unless and until you rise into reality, you believe in them. After all, what is God and what is all this talk of religion, what is the talk of Christ and what is the talk of all these things. So all these problems become sort of identified with you, absolutely. You believe in the falsehood all the time. You are more concerned about the falsehood than about the truth. Even if you are concerned about the truth when you are born with a seeker mind, seeker's mind, then you try to seek, then you try to think of something that is beyond, you try to understand that there must be something beyond and something must happen. But still, you see, you are bound by these three complications in life, by these three complications, we accept the world as it is, because we do not know the reality. The problem is we do not know the reality. Till we come inside the reality, we really do not know even what is reality. What is the basic substance of our being? How do we live? What is the subtle being? How do we live? And what is our aim? What have we to fulfill? All these questions are very vague in our mind. Then we start seeking here and there, we go around here and there and try to find out. We talk to people, we read books, and especially we go to books which are philosophical and try to find out about what must be the reality. Why are we drawn towards this? Why are we not happy? Why do we feel dissatisfied in life? Why do we all the time hanker after some things and we do not feel fulfilled within ourselves? And why don't we understand the meaning of our own being? Why are we driven like this? All these questions come to us. All these questions come to us and we start seeking about it. And actually, our priorities before we get into it are so false because we do not know it. So, it's not your fault itself. If you do not know reality, and then naturally, for example, somebody to catch the train itself is very important. Then to go in time is very important. Then to get some money is important. Then to get to a house is important. Then to have some children is important. All these things become very much more important than they should be. While the main thing that is to seek within yourself, the point, what are we to seek and what is so important about it, that every scripture has talked about this, that you must seek within yourself, you must find out yourself, who you are. What is the reason why all of them have been so much stressing? So, till you enter into it, you will not find. It's such a vicious circle because of these three complications and the stressful part. Because if, as it is described, that your spirit is absolutely a detached personality. It's a detached being. It is not contaminated by anything. It is absolutely complete by itself. It is joy, it is bliss, it is the truth. Now where are we then? Why are we in such a mood that we have something very important for us in our life, very, very special for us? We think that this must be done, I must get myself insured, I must do these things. Then why, if that spirit is such a powerful thing, then what is the complication? What are the complications we have, and how do we get rid of these complications? Through your evolution from the amoeba stage, you can say, even from the we call it the jad, the dead, from the material state to this state, it has achieved quite a lot of detachment in you. The detachment has come in a way that you understand that you are not the dead. No, you are not. That much at least everybody knows that you are not. There are so many things you are identified with, but at least you know that you are not dead. With the growth of materialism and by changing matter and its forms and all that, then you realize one more thing, that matter doesn't give us happiness. I mean, many people through evolution realize it, that matter is not the end of our lives and it is not going to give us happiness. Then in the subtler form, when you evolve even more, then you go into the art and the beauty of the matter. Then you start seeing little deeper than what the matter means to you, and you start thinking about its beauty, its forms, its combinations and its harmony. So the subtleties about matter develop up to a point through your rationality and understanding that you realize that this art also has its finite nature. I mean, how far can you go with it? And even if you have art and you become an artist and you are aesthetically very rich, there are people who can be called as masters of art and those who are very aesthetically evolved people. But if you once see their lives, you get to shock your lives. What kind of artists are these? I mean, they are producing art, beautiful things, and nothing goes inside. They are very materialistic. They can be mad people, or they can be absolutely obnoxiously boring. So why is it that these artists, you see, those who are creating all this, supposed to be something which is joy-giving, are so boring themselves and nothing goes inside them, and apart from that they are so oppressive and so much sometimes can be very egoistical or can be very, very methodical or meticulous, and they could be absolutely mathematical about things. You start understanding that they are not that abstract as they produce. You see, they give some ideas, some projections they give, but they may not be so. So again you start thinking, how is it that this matter, which has gone to this subtle state which is called as art and artists, why is it that this matter has not anything in it to offer us of that eternal value or of that nature which is promised to us through our scriptures? So, some people do at this point. Definitely, they step over, I would say, or they just collapse on that point. In the sense that they think, oh, then there is nothing like scriptures. It's all a mess. It's all wrong. There may not be anything. You see, it's all a tall story told to us. There may not be any truth about it, that there is all pervading power and there is God and you can become one with God. It cannot be true. After all, you can see that there is so much of poverty in this world, so much of pain in this world. People are so unhappy. How can there be a God who can tolerate all this? I get letters of that kind many a times, you see, that how people are so unhappy and they are this and that. And then, how can you talk of God? So this is the one complication we have. And this is the complication comes in because the Atma, the spirit, is enveloped by our attention into the matter. Because the matter has risen. Our attention has come from matter. And it has risen up to a point where there is a knot by which we cannot see the spirit, but we see the matter.
Let's just have a small meditation, silent meditation, just a few more moments. We can now slowly open our eyes. And let us all check what we're feeling on our hands. We can put our palms like this in front of us, in front of the chest. And inside of us we'll ask Mother Kundalini, please show me show me the state of my chakras on my palms. A few times you can repeat that inside and focus on what sensations are you feeling. Maybe some fingers specifically having some specific sensation. Just a few moments, focus on what you're feeling. Also around on the whole body, if you feel some sensations, just remember it. Great, now we can put our hands back on the lap and we can move to the sharing part of our program. So everybody is encouraged to put the video on and talk to us, or if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask us. And in general, yeah, hello? Yes? Mika, did you have a question?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say I was at the other session and I joined this one late. I was only able to watch the latter part of the video. I'm not sure what I missed. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So you mean you've been to the main room, right?
Why?
Okay. Yeah, so you didn't miss